Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about Pawns of Loki. It's one of the rotating game modes that come around once in a while. I'm going to kind of give you an outline of what it is, kind of the benefits to it, and whether or not you should play it at all. So what is Pawn of Loki? Well, it's actually one of the rotating game modes. It's actually an event. So if you go to an event, you'll see every once in a while there's Pawn of Loki located here in the middle of the screen. And what that does is that actually gives you an opportunity to play this Pawn of Loki. Now it usually lasts 2 days and it comes with a quest. So under quests here, if I go to the right, I see I already did the quest. You get 1 orb for finishing the quest or just really playing 1 game. But not only that, you will get additional rewards. So if we go to check rewards here, if you land in one of the tiers, you get 2 orbs. Even if you're in the last place in the tier here, you get 2 orbs plus 1,000 feathers. If you're in the top 2,000 players, which you would have to play it a lot, you get kind of an accessory too, but you get 3 orbs. Now, those are rankings. And so if you ranked 2 orbs or more, if you're really high ranked, you're 3 orbs. But what's impressive is if I switched over, and you saw I switched over to cumulative points, the max reward you can get is at 60. Now you get an orb at 60, you get an orb at 20, and that's it. So there's a few orbs here that are up for grabs, right? So what you can do is you can select one of the modes, and you see here I'm going to click advance because I'm going to show you how to try to win Pawns of Loki here. But if you look, it's actually using the brigades that you created for Grand Conquest. Now Grand Conquest is another event, but there's also kind of a weekly version of Grand Conquest that comes around, but these are the same units. And the way you would want to build these units is you're going to look at the bonus ranges down here. Each of these units will get a bonus. Now, what you want to do is if you look at edit brigades, you get 20 units here. And you want to stuff them with powerful units, some of your most powerful builds. So you see I have some of these here. But one thing to keep in mind is you want to use units that can either attack twice or have a really strong counterattack. In addition, since you're going to be fighting against a lot of units that use kind of the armor or cavalry or dragon type, you want to make sure that your team is balanced enough to be able to take on that type. So what do I mean by this? So here I have Claire. Her stats aren't that amazing, right? She's actually a 4-star that I promoted to 5-star and did a 10 merge. I don't even have any flowers on her to increase, but you see, even with all that, her attack's only 50. But this weapon is very important because she's effective against armor and cavalry. Same thing with Nephany here. She's not that great of an attack. She has good defense, right? But she's just a +2. Again, it's her lance that's important because she's strong against armor. Likewise, I have Elliewood here. They just all happen to be blue units, but he's not that strong either. He has high speed in this case, but his lance is effective against beasts and dragon. And you're going to want to make sure your team is this balanced so that when you take on different variety of units in Pawn of Loki, you have a fighting chance. Now I have Brave Celica here as well because her royal sword allows her to attack twice. So weapons like the royal sword, weapons like Amir on I think it's legendary Edelgard actually gives you the ability to attack twice. I have Julia here who's strong against dragon, right? And I have some very specific and niche units to counter what I might encounter in Pawns of Loki. So just going it, I'm going to go advance, I'm going to go fight. I'm fairly confident of my units, but here's how the first level is always going to start. It's going to start with 1 unit you have on the field, which is level 15, and 1 enemy unit who's also level 15. You're going to notice that both of them, they don't have their main weapon. So here, Julia only has the death blow, but she just has a standard 6 might weapon. It's not going to do a lot to this guy. So you're going to see down here they have 2, right? Where I'm tapping, it's 2 points. So I can place another unit with Julia. In this case, we're going to use Edelgard here, and she costs 2. So as I drag her up from the draft, this number turns to 0. And the first one is usually just a freebie that they give you. And when you hit them, you're most likely going to kill them, right? So as long as your total HP before the end of turn is higher than theirs, you have a great fighting chance. Now here's a trick that I want to tell you guys, is what you're trying to do is you're trying to get as many of the same units as possible while maintaining kind of a balancedly colored team. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and pack Edelgard here with more Julias, right? And I do this because in Pawns of Loki, the only way you're going to survive the later levels, especially in advance, is with strong units. And the way you get strong units is, one, you can pull it from the draft, or if it's a unit you really like, what you're going to do is you're going to have to merge 3 of them in order for them to trio. So you're going to notice I have 6 points here. This Edelgard is a trio, and I'm not going to miss that opportunity. So I'm going to put Edelgard here, and she's a trio. Now I have 2 additional points. So what can I do? Well, I'm going to use Hinoka, because she's strong against armor. We talked about these niche units. I'm going to put her here, and I'm going to move this Julia up here. I'm going to put Hinoka up front because she has more defense, right? And I've used all of my draft points. Right, so either way, my Julia will win. So now we're at turn 4. So you notice there's a huge level jump. The enemies on the front line are all level 22 plus, and all of the enemies back here are level 22, and I have 2 level 17s and 2 level 17. So watch what happens when I drag a third Hinoka to here. They're actually going to merge, and now they become level 27. So that's important to keep in mind. And I also can merge Julia, but I'm going to try to not do that, because what I want is I want to have some strong units here. I mean, it's nice to have the Julia up front, but they're going to attack me with 6 units, and I currently have 4. So I have to make a choice, right? So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mulligan to see if I can have additional strong units. So I've mulliganed, and I kind of like what I see. I'm going to put 2 Athenas on the board because those will help me kind of fight these other units here. Right now, this Byleth is going to attack the Athena, but her defense is actually 21 and Byleth is 24, so maybe it's going to take 10 damage. Same here, right? 21 against 41, that's a little more of a discrepancy. But who has the higher attack? It's Robin, but Hilda is dangerous because she's going to follow up with Bernadetta. So sometimes we have to make that decision to keep enough troops on the field as opposed to merging them. And I know that's kind of counterintuitive to where you want to be, but it's going to help you in the long run, right? So there we go. I cleared the 4th level, got everything down. There wasn't anyone left standing. So now we're going to hit the 5th rank 5. And again, these characters look like they're OP because they are. Now, I got to be careful because I only have 10 points and cost to reroll is 2. Right? So first I need to decide, are any units on the current table going to help me? Yes. This Edelgard is going to help me because it's level 27. It's going to fend off this Dimitri just fine. But more importantly, I can use the remaining points. So I don't want to use any of these characters. We don't really need a green flyer right now. We don't need this healer. I mean, I can use it, but not right now. I kind of need a frontliner. So I rolled again, and now I have a decision to make, right? Because I can either have a very strong frontline unit, and I think I might just do that. It's going to cost me 3 points here. So I'm going to use... I mean, it's really, really tempting, right? So I want to put Edelgard here. I want to put Athena there. What I really would like to do is have another Edelgard, but I don't think that's going to happen. All right, so we'll merge Athena because she's kind of weak, but now she's level 30. And by giving her Ragnall and Anodite, the effective against flying bonus for Ashira's Chosen, you see she leveled up, it doesn't apply to her anymore. So I can actually place her here. And I have 3 points. Now I have a frontline red unit. I have 2 green units. I'm missing a frontline blue unit, but what I really just need is to survive the onslaught here, right? Because this is gonna hurt, and I don't know if Athena is going to be able to defend against everything. And I have 3, so I know even if I mulligan, I'll have 1 left, and I can't really do anything with it. So I'm just gonna go with this team, and maybe... Okay, we'll do this. We'll move the Altina here, and I'll use Nagi. Nagi's a really strong defensive unit as well, and Nagi will be able to tank some of this. Okay, let's go with this. Now they're going to attack me 8 times, and I'm going to attack them 7 times. It all rolls according to speed, but if you have a strong and chunky unit, so I didn't kill them, but it's still 289 to 19, so I didn't lose. Okay, so here we are. They have 6 units, so this is definitely a chance to merge some units together, right? We have Altina here, and we have Nagi. Really, I want to level Nagi up since I've kind of committed. And I'm going to take... We're not going to take her yet, but there we go. Get this trio. So now I have a strong Nagi that I can place. Ooh, she's strong against dragons, so I'll put her there. Now I have 4 left. Now, at this point in time, the temptation is just to hit the reroll. But as I said, we have a lot of green frontliners. We need a blue, so I'm going to use this on Claire. She's not really strong right now, but she can be, right? So we're going to do this swap, like, let's do this. And so they're going to attack me 6 times. I'm going to defend and attack them 7 times. Oh my god, I just realized that Althena is going to hit that Dimitri, or that Dimitri's going to hurt. Yep. That was my mistake. I should have moved the Edelgard there. Either way, I think it'll work out. Yep, there we go. And Julia should be able to sweep the Myrrh right there. Because she's effective against Dragon. That's why you want to make your groups kind of diverse. Okay. So now we're in the draft again. I realize my weakest units are Claire. It's Claire. So, and I noticed that some of these are still 33, and we're hitting 36 now. So first, I'm going to position Nagi here, and I have 15 points. So 15 points is actually a good place to be. And I'm going to use, of all of these units here, of course you want Hinoka, because you're looking for that merge. So now we have 11 points, and I can choose Nagi, or I can choose Julia, and I really want Julia to level up. So I'm going to mulligan one more time. So now here's a decision. Do I merge Julia, or do I merge Edelgard? If I merge Edelgard, that means one of these other units have to take the brunt force. And it's not too bad because it's just an Edelgard. I'm sorry, it's just 2 Byleths. So I actually might merge the Edelgard in this fight. So there we go, we have the merge. I'm going to move the Julia off the bench. I think she can take the attack from Byleth here. Okay, so we have this. I'll get the Altina here. I'll get... Okay, she's not strong. How much defense does Claire have? 16 versus that. And we want... Okay, let's do this. So I have Altina versus Hilda, right? And Hilda's gonna attack, but Altina has enough defense to defend. We have Robin with the 29 speed, which means Nagi, they're tied. Doesn't matter which one attack, Nagi can defend it and is effective. Have Edelgard against this double, this Tiki and Ninian combination, and I have Claire versus Byleth here. Now, I have Julia here, because she's effective against this dragon. And I have Julia here. Although I think... And I want to keep Julia here, because if I switch Hinoka over there, she's going to get shot by this persecution bow, which is effective against flyers. Right? So let's see what happens. 8 versus 8. Some of them are higher level than me, but we've picked our front line at this point. Okay, Edelgard should deliver on that. See, Nagi's great, but I don't like that debuff. There's Altina with the double. Oh my god, that Byleth is stronger. Okay, so it's a close match. 133 to 75. I haven't lost yet. So I'm on 8 out of 10, and I'm starting to get nervous because I'm not getting any Claires, right? But here we see a Claire, and we see an Altina. So I'm just going to grab those. Mulligan, merge the Julia here. So we now have a really strong dragon unit. But what I really need is another merge for Claire, and there it is. Now she's level 38. Now I have some options. You're going to see that Claire is strong, but she's also weak, right? And what I mean by that is she's a good frontliner, and she's just got to survive this Lysithea. It's actually hard for her all around. Because even if she kills Lysithea here, Crom is going to shoot her. Okay, I have Edelgard 47 versus Edelgard 47. I have Althena here to take on Shamir. In fact, since we have 2 Althenas, I might put this Althena here. Move this. Nope, it has to be Claire, because Claire has the strong resist. Okay, so we have Althena. I don't like that. I'm going to switch this. So Edelgard takes on Shamir and Dimitri. I'll move that here. Actually, I can switch this, right? Yeah, I think this will work. All for maximum effectiveness. Let's go with that. So again, I don't know if we're going to win like a sweep because it's getting harder. But you see Althena took the damage from the Edelgard and still alive. And she has ult, so hopefully that ether is going to pay off. Lysithea is too strong. There we go with Althena's hit. But there we go, Julia with that attack. There we go, yes, Hinoka. Alright, so I think we're going to win this, even though it's kind of a narrow win again. But I haven't lost, so this is the second to last turn. It's very important to keep that in mind because, again, you're fishing for those merges, right? This hand has nothing I can use. So I'm going to switch, and I have a merge. So I'm going to get that right away. Right here, I have nothing. I'm going to switch, and I'm looking for any units that I have duplicates of right now. Okay, and I have a Julia. I'm going to switch again. So I see there's a Claire here but I would have to give up something for the Claire, which I don't want to do. So we're just going to run with this unit. I'm going to roll these 4 over to something else. But for now, we need to hold off this level 58 unit and this level 45 unit. So I know for a fact that Edelgard can hold off Dimitri based on the last game. I'm going to use Nagi to try to hold off Corrin. Corrin's attack is 70. That is brutal, right, for level 58. And this dragon unit, I don't really have anything against this dragon unit. So I can try to body block it with Claire, but then I need to follow it with Nagi. They haven't have any armor units, so even though Hinoka is strong against armor, it doesn't look like she's been playing much of a big part lately in this set. I'll keep her here because maybe she can do something against Myr, or I'll switch Julia here because I know Julia can do something against Myr. And I'll switch the Altina here. Okay, let's go. We might lose the first row because Claire is only level 40. Yep, but see, Julia strikes back. So there we go, another win. So now, I'm in the final round, and I haven't lost any rounds yet because my goal is always to look for those merged units, right? So I have 1 here for Nagi. I have 2 here. I have 2 Claires. So I actually can merge these Claires together, which leaves me with a Hinoka that I can potentially merge, but what I'm really looking for now is an Altina. Right, she's not showing up, but there's a Julia trio. So at this time, I'm thinking, should I sacrifice the Nagi here for the Julia trio? And why would I want to do that is because this girl, Julia, she's actually very, very strong. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna sacrifice the Nagi, put in the Julia, and now I have 4. So now I'm just gonna have to use one of these units. I don't really have a choice. I can re-roll, but I won't have enough points. So we're gonna use a Veronica. So the way this is gonna work is I know Lysithea is going to destroy whoever's in that first lane. So in this case, I'll move Claire over here. Well, I don't have a choice. I need to body block the red with Claire here. She's gonna actually, let's see, who's faster? Tiki's definitely faster. So I'll leave Edelgard there. Okay. I'll leave Nagi here, but maybe I can swap an Altina and a Nagi. And in this unit, we'll be able to take on the Robin in the back line. Okay, let's go with this, the last one. Plus 12, all of the bonuses for using different movement types. Yep, it doesn't matter because that Lysithea is so strong. But we swept the side row there. And Altina was able to hold on to that. There we go with the double counter. I might lose her, but that's okay, because I still have a Julia who sweeps that Lysithea. And I have, yep, this is going to be sweep because I still have Veronica over here. Perfect. And you're going to notice my total is 9,000. Your first match of the day is going to triple the points. So if I played this first time, I would have gained 27,000. And the reason I want to point that out to you guys is because if it's triple, it actually gets me half of the rewards immediately. So you see here, 30,000 is half and 60,000 is full. So definitely if I play the 30,000 here versus the 60,000, or if I just play the dailies, I can get pretty close. I might have to play this 3 times, but that's going to get me the max reward. So hopefully with that walkthrough, you guys can get some idea on how to play Pawns of Loki, and definitely the advanced version with your best units. Make sure you build the best brigades as much as possible, and you'll be able to kick butt as well. Alright guys, if you like that content, please like and subscribe. I'll talk to you next time. Thank you. Bye.